Now that you've watched the Khan Academy video, to give you some background information about this work, I'm going to go through the annotations. So number one, this depiction of the Pharaoh King Akhenaton exemplifies the Amarna style, which was this new style of art that he created and named after his new capital. The sun disk, number two, so the circle at the top, the sun disk represents the god Aten, A-T-E-N, that he established as the head of his new monotheistic religion. Number three, at the end of the rays facing Akhenaton and his wife are signs of the Ankh, a symbol denoting breath of life. And I have a close-up of that on the next screen that I'll show you. Breath of life. Number four, within the sun disk, one can see a tiny cobra, indicating that this is the supreme deity. And we talked about how a lot of times Egyptian pharaohs were depicted with a cobra protecting them over their brow. And so we have that on the sun god here as well. Number five, one of the daughters is shown on Nefertiti's shoulder playing with her earring. So just like a kid kind of playing with her mom's jewelry. Number six, Akhenaton and his wife are shown intimately playing with their daughters. In contrast to other depictions of pharaohs, the focus is on love and domesticity. The daughter that Akhenaton holds suggests family unity by pointing towards her mother. Number seven, how do we still see a conventional composite view in these figures? So even though this is a whole new style of art, we still see the composite view that we're used to seeing in Egyptian art, because we see the head and the legs from profile, but the shoulders are frontal. So we see both shoulders pointing towards us, even though the rest of the body is from profile. Number eight, in order to break with tradition, the new artistic style displayed rejects rectilinear forms in favor of more curvilinear. So a lot of Egyptian art has like much sharper lines, and everything here is curved or curvilinear. Number nine, what might be inferred by the throne, with images symbolizing Upper and Lower Egypt that Nefertiti, his wife, sits upon. So the symbols on her throne, kind of like we saw in the Palette of Narmer, including both the symbol of Upper and Lower Egypt, shows that these people rule over everything. Here's a detail image, and you can see the Ankh is that other shape that is right by the face of the king, like showing that it's giving him the breath of life. This also gives you a clear picture of the fact that this is a sunken relief. So compared to other relief sculptures where the sculpture is actually kind of coming out at you from the background, this is carved into the background, and the image is actually sunken into the stone, and so we call it sunken relief. And then this is just a good picture to show you that Amarna style. Here is the same pharaoh again, and you can see he looks in a lot of ways different than the other Egyptian art that we've looked at. One thing that really stands out to me is he has these wide hips, which normally on a sculpture of a man, we would not see wide hips like this. Historians think that it wasn't that he had this body that was strange or anything like that, but that it was just a way to break with the previous artistic traditions by making up his whole new kind of artistic language.